Good evening, people. How are we doing? I'm going to do a bit of chilled NIMBY Rails building tonight because why not? My intention was always to do some NIMBY Rails and build the UK since I've started a new save and got rather into it. But then I decided why not stream it? At least then my channel is ever so slightly more active, even if it's not necessarily everyone's cup of tea. At least then I can prove to myself that I am actually doing something, which is quite good. But yeah, let us switch over the stream to this screen over here. Hello, welcome to the stream. Jan, how are you doing today? I've already asked you that today. How are you doing this evening, shall we say? But yeah, as we can see here, I've got a few services up and running in the north. I've had a nice couple of mornings the last couple of days, just building and building and building. So we have a lot of track built. I'm trying to think where I want to build next. Whether I want to keep continuing going up towards Lancaster, whether I want to focus more on the area south of Leeds, whether we want to finish off the Manchester Metrolink and maybe set that up. I think that might be a good shout. So I am going to pop open Railway Map and tracks in my other screen. I am not going to show them on the screen. I think it's probably easier not to in this case, but they are there, promise. I don't know why I've opened Tracksy to do Manchester Metrolink, but I have. So yippee. Obviously, me being me, I've picked the one area that doesn't have services because there are no trains through Huddersfield today. Okay, that is a very good reason not to show Open Railway Map where it zooms in immediately on your location. So that was a crisis averted. Yeah, I'm doing alright this evening. A little bit tired, but I've had a long day and I've been busy doing what I do best, as you already know. Right, so Bury Station's here. It's not Bury Bolton Street, it's Bury Metrolink Street, should we call it? There we go. Pop that in there. Good evening, Crazy Players. How are you getting on? How are you doing at the moment? Doing a bit of NIMBY. Not been on here for a while on a stream. Ba-doom, ba-boom, boom, boom. Out there. What is the first station? The first station is not for a while, isn't it? The first station is Radcliffe, which is staggered, but not staggered enough for me to want to put it in the staggered. Because, you know, it's not like I've put in like 20 odd staggered stations already. At least that's what it feels like. So, yeah. I'm telling you, the North really like staggering their platforms, don't they? I've put in fish bowls. Makes me very happy that I've got fish bowls running. So yeah. Happy bunny. Oh, right there. Clip that on there. I don't particularly like the vanilla tram tracks, but I think it's easier to just use them. Right, so that's Radcliffe. Where's Whitefield? Doopy-doo. It is like there. Let's not put a station in that long. It actually is a little bit of a tunnel over here. And this is a bit interesting because it's built along a railway line, so technically I could build it as railway, but I feel like that would feel even more weird if you're running like Metrolink trains over like mainline tracks. Then we've got Besses of the Barn, which is an intriguing station, which is literally just going to get put in like this because, well, I don't have the time right now to really care about making it look pretty. I just want to build the UK for once. Actually get that. I've got quite a bit in the West Coast main line as well, because I did a copy and paste thing from another save. So realistically I don't have that much. I've saved myself a couple of tricky jobs. I've done Leeds. I did Leeds earlier today and I did York yesterday. I'm very proud of myself for doing both of them, because they were, you know what, York actually was alright. York was no bother. Leeds was a bit of a pain in the arse to sort of work around. This is a game called NIMBY. There should be a link in the description that will take you to other videos about the game. Just search it on the internet. It's a Steam game. Scheduling, is more fun than building, but I feel like I want to build the UK. I want to at least have this save. But yeah, I feel like maybe I will have a save one day where I might try and completely replicate to like the minute, like C2C's Timetable or something, because I am a bored person. You know? That would be fun, right? be like a new series on the channel, building C2C to Timetable, or building other companies to Timetable, you know. And before anyone complains, this is a rough attempt at building the UK. I am not going for exactly perfect precision, really. If we excuse the fact that I started building the save by completely copying, like you know how there's a new overlay that shows the open railway map on the game. I was originally using that, and I decided that was a bit crap, because obviously once you build over it you can't really see it. So we're back on open railway map, and we'll also use Tracksy where applicable, because it's just so easy to use. Oh, I actually staggered Abraham Moss. Fair enough. Were those staggered platforms straight? I need to double check. Yes they were, but they don't seem to be too upset at how I've put that in. Like that seems alright. Oh yeah. I would argue, like, you either want to build something big or timetable something small, right? And also, please tell me I'm not the only person that has basically grown used to just playing on Sandbox. I never play with money. Like, that's just never something I've done. I don't really know why. I think it's just like, I find it very hard to get any money quickly, sort of thing. Oh, thank God that one's already named for me. Oh, come on. Prestwich, Heaton Park, Balkvale. This one is Crumpsall. I feel like I've just grown so used to the game not being played with money that I don't think I want to play it with money. What's this station called? I will say it's called Moston, but Moston's up there. I know this one. This one's Central Park. I feel like I'm in New York now. I might need a map. Let's get the Wikipedia up. I have made some decent sized saves, but I feel like I just start the same concepts and then stop. It's either a fictional save or it's a real life save. And if it's a fictional save with other people, then I play it for a while. I had one. We've sort of given up on that one anyway. I've lost it. Rochdale one, right? Monsall. This one's Newton Heath and Moston. This one's Monsall. There's no area called Monsall around here. That's off-putting. Failsworth is correct, isn't it? Hollinwood. I should get the rest of these on my own now. Wow. I don't have the commitment, that's my problem. I can't commit to something for long enough to do anything substantial, really. What is this next one? South Chadderton, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Freehold. Westwood. Right. Pretty sure that's called Westwood. Yes it is. Then we've got the three Oldhams. Oldham, King Street. Oh, well, I often do that. I open up NIMBY Rails, then get distracted on YouTube, turn back to NIMBY Rails, then get distracted with something else. I was surprised I kept my focus the last couple of mornings. I was up all morning today and all morning yesterday doing it. I put some northern services in yesterday. No, today, this morning. I got bored of building, so I was like, oh, I'll do something else for once. Shore and Crompton. I do know what this one's called. I do know it. New Hay. I don't like the visuals of it, but I don't. As long as it actually works. If it actually works as intended, it will be good. Like, if it means that people will sometimes pick because it's the closest station, sometimes pick because it's the best path, you know? Like, I'm hoping the redoing of the passenger system, though, will work with this, because otherwise my main problem would definitely be I can't cope with the idea of I'm building the UK, so I'm going to have, like, the right trains on everything or whatever. I'm not going to be able to cope if there are, like, 10,000 people at stations wanting to go places, because the trains aren't capacious enough, because all the NIMBY Rails mods are based off the seating capacity. Yeah, I can sort of understand it. In that aspect, probably put it to closest station. You can set it to that as well, if that's more preferable. Look at these little fish bowls. 4 coaches, tootling along. This one's going to Ilkley. Next station, Kirksall Forge. See, if this was the old save, Leeds would be much busier than this. Yes, you can change the pax command value, but obviously, you know, you're alternating it between otherwise, and one will seem really quiet for some areas, but then it'll be really busy for other areas, and it's try to find like an sort of in between of what feels most realistic for, in my opinion. If you mean in my game, I've kept it a little bit lower so I can um, sort of not be focusing on the amount of passengers. And actually, in all fairness, this does feel quite realistic. I could maybe put it up a little bit, but I don't want to put it up too much. Oh, it's already on 100%. I'll put it on shortest walk, best path, because, yeah, why not? But yeah, it's on 100% at the moment, and if it's doing this at 100%, then I'm quite happy at 100%. Right, have we named all these stations now? Right, so theoretically I could get some services set up. Okay, I'm struggling. Yeah, I'm struggling to decode this. I'm just going to do the all-day services, each operating a 12-minute frequency. I think. I don't think I will put in Altrincham to Bury, Etihad Campus to Media City, or Easter to British Shore and Crompton. Yeah. So, that means that I do not need Easter to British Shore and Crompton. Or should I keep them? So what do you reckon? Like, keep the peak services and just put them in to run the whole time as well, or take them out? Because I'm not timetabling it to do it in peak hours as such. I don't have that sort of energy. Tell you what, I'll start by putting in. I'll start by signalling. 10 minutes would be better for scheduling, but I'm doing it realistic, so I'm working off the frequencies that Metrolink do. And annoyingly, they seem to think that 12 minutes is better. Do. Where do I need a signal next? Up here. But yeah, 10 minutes is absolutely the best time for scheduling. I know, it's so annoying, but so many places also seem to think that's great. Oh, God. What idiot builds the Metro link and doesn't build Altrincham when they build Navigation Road? Like, seriously, what is wrong with me? I just didn't make it to Altrincham. It's lazy. That's what it is, I'm lazy. Right, where is it? So it's like those two are there. Right. And then you got the mainline platforms are sort of along here. It's a bit more there. Right, I will sort this out in a minute. But come 4 tracks, let's go on an adventure. There we go. And then at the other end as well. Those two across there. Right, let's get you into a tram. There we go. I am ignoring chat for a second. I'll be back in a minute, chat. I'll be there. Badum, what am I missing? I think it's about midnight, did it say? Yeah, midnight Monday to Thursday, 1 o'clock on Friday to Saturday. And midnight on Sundays. Can't believe it runs till midnight on Sundays and bank holidays. It's pretty good. Peak services run till 8. See, what I don't get is it's listing 3 extra services on the wiki, which each run to a 12-minute frequency, but it also states they run to a 24-minute frequency after midnight, yet none of their operational hours state beyond midnight. So, I'm confused. Right, so Crazy Place, what do you reckon? Keep the peak services or take them out? I can't remember what you said. Because it's 3 peak services, it's only like additional services that are saving this, that serve the same lines. You said keep them all in. Make some more work for me, yeah? I see what you're doing. Don't build global blueprints, Harry. Don't do it. I know why I wasn't checking your response, because I am Okay, yeah, this is definitely going to need some direction arrows, isn't it? Nothing ever would listen otherwise. Gosh. In terms of depots, I've not put them in yet, so yeah. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. In the hope that they are able to stay like that and they'll behave. Right, traffic centre. Neat little line, shame it's not been given any through surfaces to anywhere. Oh yes, we've got this crossover here. Can't lie, don't think this thing's ever going to get used, so we won't signal it. Now, of course, we have to remember that Media City UK exists. And then, of course, Eccles exists. Cornbrook. What else have we got? Is this a reversing siding, or does it come out the other side as well? It also comes out the other side. Yeah, I know that one's unnecessary. I don't really know why I put it in. I don't know if it makes me feel better about it or what, but I'll put it in. My conscience will like me for it, even if nobody else will. Yeah, good point. And it doesn't cross over anything. That's the bit that gets me. It's the fact that it doesn't cross over anything. So you don't need a signal. You need a signal there, you need a signal there, you need a signal there. Did I forget Belize at Cornbrook? Oh, I don't even need that one, that's why. Was that the one you were talking about, yeah? I really hope it was. Honestly, I will try my best to set trams to not cross each other, but honestly, if they do, what can you do? Cool. Right, this is the most unnecessary crossover ever. The reversing siding that currently doesn't go anywhere. Is that long enough? Oh, that is tight. Nope, that's the same length as a platform, it's fine. It'll be even more fun if we do that. Just to make sure. I didn't sign myself up for this much signalling. How do they turn around at Etihad? Because there is a service that goes to Etihad campus. And I don't know how it turns around. Because I can't really imagine it going all the way up to Velo Park and using that reversing siding. Yeah, Manchester Metrolink is like trying to create a subway. It's absurd, I think. I don't know why I said absurd. It makes me sound absurd when I say absurd, doesn't it? I'm on Google Maps now. I'm having my fun on Google Maps. I can't lie, why do they not just 21 trains an hour? Pretty good. That is pretty good, but it's not the Victoria line. Yeah, why wouldn't you just turn them around at Velo Park at this point? I'm really confused. Hang on. On this map there's nothing about going to Etihad campus. It shows it as going all the way through to Ashton under Line. So I don't know which one to believe. I am now confused. Okay, the map above is inaccurate, so yeah. God. Me confused. Should I just take it to Ashton? No, we'll work with it. We'll work with it. Be fine. What we'll do is, we'll put that there. And we'll put that there. We'll put that there and that there. We'll then put that there. And everything will be fine. We'll come up into this corner, then reverse back down here, rejoin, and trams will have to stop there until the tram passes that police. So it will all work. Right, that should function. Don't know why that took me so long to decide upon it. Crazy Plays. Eccles and Ashton. 2 stations linked or not? Because they're quite a distance away. I've linked Rochdale. There wasn't ever going to be any discussion about that one. Boom, 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 boom. Pop that out there. I don't know whether I'm going to use the siding or the platform. I guess we'll decide in due course. Sean Compton. There we go. Pop a couple of releases in. It's basically a single track between those 2 stations the whole way. Nice. You'd say no. Be useful if I could remember what the question was. Ah yes, Ashton Eccles joining them. I've had a young day. There you go. I've had a long day. I'm yawning my head off. I'm getting up early tomorrow morning and riding on trains all day. I don't know if it's a great idea. It'll do. Piccadilly to Bury. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 trams. I've got 8 tram lines. What am I missing? Am I missing one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I am. I am missing. Oh, typical. Of course, I'm missing Etihad to Media City UK because it's not on the colour palette. Damn it! It isn't on the colour palette. I've found the greatest Wikipedia page ever. Look. Look. Look at this. Share my excitement. Colour codes. Just code upon code upon code. But there's only 8 here. Eccles to Ashton is not peak only. That is wrong. Eccles to Ashton is not peak only. I feel obliged to change that. Okay. Well, it feels like it should be about the Piccadilly to Berry colour, really. Because that doesn't feel yellow. If you look at it in game, it don't really look yellow either. What's a similar orange that we could use? We could just steal this yellow, pop that in there, and then what we will do is we will steal this orange. There we go. Crisis averted. What was it? Media City to Etihad campus. I don't know what to put in the codes. I don't know what to put in the codes. Why? Because why not? And because I want an adventure, and because I want to visit some stations. Yeah. What do I put in these codes? Like. Because they don't have like station codes. I could like put 2 initials of the colour, but that's a bit obvious, isn't it? Okay, this uses the second city crossing. This first route that I've decided to put in. This is where I need the map, really. Exchange Square. Victoria. Which way are we going? We're going this way, aren't we? Monsall. Central Park. Newton Heath and Moston. I really hope there's not a bottleneck here, but with a train passing through every 3 minutes, I can't help but think there will be. Especially if the timings don't work out right. Oh, I've just thought of a good thing that I can do. Once I've put this line up. I've had so many different songs stuck in my head today, it's ridiculous. Don't know whether we'll use both platforms, but it's nice to have it in there just in case. Right, clone selected line. East Didsbury, yeah? Disbury. See, it's like OG spelling. And then all we do is we go to the middle of it, to New Hay. We need to take out Sean Compton as well. And then we just put the other platform in. See? Magic. Right. 47-year-old tram. 117-year-old tram, my god. Yeah, it took me about 10 minutes to work it out, but I did work it out. Well, technically, they don't really give the tram lines names, but they have different colours, and they're just sort of known as the two places they go between. So, yeah. It's confusing. I'm trying to think where I want everything else to start from now. I'm trying to do this in the order that I want to put them in, where I set up services. Because the stuff that starts in the centre of town is easier to work around other things. We're putting a different service to Media City, aren't we? So we don't need this one to go to Media City. Because when the other service is running, this one doesn't go to Media City. I don't actually know how this is going to be coping. But you know what? We'll get there. If it copes in real life, NIMBY should be able to cope with it. Holt Town. Droylsden, Audenshaw, Ashton Moss, Ashton West, Ashton Underline. This is like a great idea of cheating, isn't it? And then what we need is we need a waypoint of there-ish. And then I'd need to work out how long it has to sit there, but that's a different story. What village? And why does 7,000 people need a tram? Like, I'm telling you now, there is not a single station on the Metrolink that has 7,000 people or less. Except for maybe Sean Crompton, but even that's got 35,000. Some village outside of Berlin has have I just completely missed Berlin? Bear with. Well, yeah, why not? Exactly. Potsdam is where I've just zoomed in on. Wouldn't be surprised if I was right as well, to be fair. Why does this place need a tram? Where else on the outside of Berlin is a tram? Oh, there's a whole range of trams down here. I feel like London very much misses out on the tram action, you know? Nope, not that way, this way. You know what? That's not the worst thing ever. And actually, where I'm going to ride trains tomorrow, I actually intend on riding as many buses as I can tomorrow because I am exhausted of trains in London, so buses would be fun. My god, we're only at Roundthorne. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I was just having a quick browse anyway. Don't need to get too distracted really, otherwise I will never finish this. Why can't I select this other station platform without doing this? Why? Ooh, Altrincham to Bury and Altrincham to Piccadilly. Should in theory be a copy thing. But I would like to start Altrincham to Piccadilly and Bury to Piccadilly from Piccadilly, so I'm not going to copy it. Which is annoying. Because it's easier to set things out of Piccadilly timetabled than going into Piccadilly timetabled. That probably didn't make any sense to anyone other than me, to be fair. So it's really annoying. On my stream, it's showing me concurrent viewers since 6:40 p.m. despite the fact that I started the stream over 2 hours after that point. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Who invited the carol singers, people? Come on. Come on, people. There's always one that tries to be funny. You've got some picky villagers there. That's all I've got to say. Fair enough, can we have one of them in London then, please? If there's a neat tram system, I think London could do with it. Right, I'm trying to decide how's best to do this. I'm gonna go terminate 2 services in the siding at Piccadilly. Oh, screw it, I am. Just gonna have to hope that, you know, things go better because I'm not gonna timetable it so that you switch around or anything. Not that that would actually make it any better. Luckily, a lot of these services are like grouped into 2s. So like, you can pretty much set them to do like 6 minutes apart from each other and they will work out like that quite well. For most routes at least. Oh, we're on our last couple of routes to set up. I mean, why not? Why not play NIMBY Rails instead of watch my stream? No, I'm joking, don't do that. You know, I can't be the only person that looks at people like, did anyone watch Oxlin when he was building the UK? I can't help but look at people like him and think, how did he always find the enthusiasm to do like a video every single week? Like, I feel like the only way that could be possible is if you like bulk film videos when you have that enthusiasm. Because NIMBY Rails for me is very much, if I've got the enthusiasm I can play it, and if I don't want to play it, you're not going to get me on it. You have school tomorrow? Ah, shame. Imagine not being on half term right now. Yeah. No school till next week. Otherwise, I wouldn't be streaming. If I had school tomorrow, I would not be streaming. love to be the person in charge of naming stations. I wouldn't be as boring as Village and Parkway, you know? You can't call a station Village and then the next one Parkway. Like, is that not going to heavily confuse people with all the other... I was like, which village are you talking about? Which Parkway are you talking about? They're over already. I mean, in all fairness, even if it wasn't half term, nobody would be in school tomorrow because it's a bank holiday for the UK. It's the spring bank holiday, or the... no, not spring, the May bank holiday. No, it is the spring bank holiday because the other one was the early May bank holiday, I think. I liked it last year. We got an extra bank holiday. Right, peeps, I will be back in 30 seconds. Don't know why I called you peeps, but it's getting cold in my room, so I need to shut the window, especially if it's pitch black. And voila, just like fire, I am back. Don't know what fire had to do anything, but I said fire instead of that, just like fire, you know. Effectively the same thing. How did you get a 4-day weekend? I've just realised that. How do you get a 4-day weekend? Like, what, do you have Tuesday off, or do you have a Friday off with the Monday? Because, like, Monday, it's normal to have a Monday off school. Your holidays next school year are so bad. Fair enough. Hope our school holidays might be changing, so we have less time in the summer. Which you might think's weird, but trust me, once you've done that first, like, 8 weeks or however long at school, because from September until Christmas, which is the first term of the year, is really long compared to the other two, so they're thinking of changing it so we get a 2-week break in the middle of that, and 1 less week in the summer, which might work. Thursday off, and then Friday Bridge Day. What's Bridge Day? I am British. Bridge Day is not something I've ever come across before. Now, are we running everything as doubles, or are we running some singles? East Tisbury to Rochdale is definitely going to have doubles. Also, who put the trams as the second bottom? You know, I could literally... I've made the platforms all too long. Right, I'm thinking we're gonna need 12. Hold up. 10. Never mind. That is not a nice time. I don't like that time. Because there's no way I can make it a good time. Bugger. Don't like that. Because, you know, you need it to be every 12 minutes. But you could also really doing it. With, you know. I mean, depending on how bad the damage is to the timetable, like, is there even any damage there? that's 9 minutes. So is that. Actually, what I will add on at East Didsbury is the stop time is going to be 7 minutes at East Didsbury. Take off the custom time. Add the custom time on at Rochdale. Make it 10 minutes. So let's make it 6 on there to make it 11 minutes. Actually, no, let's make it 8 minutes at the top, and then that makes it 9-ish minutes. But we'll give it a bit longer at there. We'll give it some time there. Then it'll turn around less at Rochdale. Right. This is going somewhere. £3.02p. Don't know why, but that is just what I like to charge. And we'll start at that at 6 o'clock. And then this one is going to be 6:06 with probably about 10 trains. Probably go do it in 2 hours. Although might be too long for 2 hours. Especially if we put 8 minutes at Didsbury. How long is the other end? I was just working under a 10-minute rule, wasn't I, for the other one? I did a stupid. Sean Crompton. Oh, it's 12 minutes and 5. Okay, that is literally fine. If we just put like 2 minutes at Durka first. Start that. That ain't gonna make a difference, that probably would make it worse. I've started at 1 o'clock in the morning. That's actually kind of not too bad, because it means we've got some time for like teething issues to show up on. Oh, do they pass through Neath and Moston perfectly? Oh, that makes me really happy. I don't know how we get away with this. I don't have enough trams on the pink one. I got 10. I need 2 more. Right, 12. 14, 16, 23, 26. Oh no, I think 224 actually works as well. What, like in what, you've recreated it all in NIMBY rails? PI. No. Does it, maybe just don't give it a code? I don't know, does that look weird? No, that doesn't look too weird actually. The issue I've got is, I've got a train, I've got 3 key routes, each with a train every 6 minutes, and I've got to get the Trafford Centre route in between Deansgate and Cornbrook. That is the only bit that's going to be annoying, is Deansgate to Cornbrook has effectively 7 trains in 12 minutes. And that's a little bit too frequent for my liking. Right, so now what I want to do is... good question. I've set these two up now, I don't really know what to do. Oh my god, some people have too much time in their hands, and I'll admit that I'm one of them. Oh, I've just found a very cool place, Dumplington. It's Dumplington, everybody. Dumplington. Way. My new favourite station name. Right. Okay. Let's work something out. So it needs to leave Victoria going in which direction at 50? Going south at 50 and going north at 49. From Altrincham to Bury. Who is probably going to want to fall, who's probably going to want to do 24 again. Maybe I'll get it at 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours, there we go. Honestly, I will give it about the same at each. If I can, 10 minutes is kind of, yeah, good. I just need to really hope that 10 minutes works with the other line. But yeah, I think that works fine. Do you know what, 1 minute earlier and that'll be fine. So 6:11. Stick that thing in. This should be about 3 minutes between these guys. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, okay, so the argument with green is that it puts it in the right place at this end. But I actually probably want it in the right place at the other end. So if we set it to go at 08. Actually no, if we set it to be at 1 minute either side of that, so 09 say. Okay, now a minute earlier at 08 might have been a slightly better idea. I mean, it's going to fit this side. Well, it needs to be at 9 and 30 seconds technically. Are you keeping an eye on it for me? I think it just cut through the reversing siding, didn't it? All the lines doing it. Can't lie. I'm going to put a no entry one on this end. Make them all go round. Because it's annoying. So as and when this thing goes through, I'm really hoping that by the time it reaches Victoria, that it is not entirely. Do you know what? It's kind of a... I'm going to try 9 and 30 seconds. Because obviously the issue is they separate, and the green takes longer on its route. Right, so you're at 27 at Cornbrook. So if I could get it at like 29 at Cornbrook. Although this is where we had the issues before. What, 1 minute past? The issue is that this train's kind of close behind. Nah, if you've actually cracked... No, because these two are a bit late. Might just have to cope with some of them being running a little bit late. I might do it 1 minute 30 seconds. I charge... I say it to £3 and then 10p. I think I'm quite happy with this, and obviously I'm going to have, ideally, 2 services. Obviously I'm going to have Altrincham to Piccadilly, and then Bury to Piccadilly, so both ends are going to be complemented by another service that also needs to fit in somehow. And we've not even got to the 2 lines through Ashton to Ashton Eccles lines. Right. Okay. I'm thinking I need to do it out of Altrincham. So it does 10 minutes at Altrincham. So you're going to do 10 minutes auctioning. Right. Then I'm going to need your trains. I'm thinking I might only need 5 of you. Of course. 1 hour 12 will work, so we'll do that. 1 hour 12 minutes. Manually picked stop as this place. 11 minutes is decent, to be fair. And then I need an example time of when. Why am I going on to this? Well, I'm here now. I need 4 south. Auchingham to Bury, Piccadilly to Bury, so I need it to be about 5 minutes earlier. 6:55. .304. Yeah, so I'm putting it 5 minutes earlier. 12 is a multiple of 60, isn't it? So, yeah. Oh no, it was right as well. So it should be that. Right. So that one should work now. We're nearly halfway through. Only problem is, I've got 2 every 12-minute services that need to get in this siding. I've not really thought about this as much as I thought I had a minute ago. No, but I have got some services that it's like every 40 minutes. So it's 4 trains per 3 hours is the frequency. What do you mean 5 to 10 minute intervals or 7 to 13 minute intervals? Or 5-5-10 minute interval? Oh, no, that's evil. They wait for 10 minutes auction. But the idea is they need to fall back into this section at the right time. Open railway map, help. Yeah, no, that's just weird. We don't do that. Typically. Unless it's like integrated with other services. But then it's 2 different lines anyway, so it's fine. Ugh. I can cope with 15 minutes. Six and 12 you have to get used to. And 9 minutes. You got to get used to 9 minutes if you live in London, because the Bakerloo line works in 9 minutes typically. 3 different every 9-minute services to create an every 3-minute service, because why not? Can't lie, do you think I could have this other train pull in front and then pull out in front of it again? Do you think I could do that? Anything below 5 minutes is just too frequent, and that's coming from someone that lives with the Victoria line. So. I'm going to do something really sketchy. How long is that train? Like 25 meters. Fine. If I put that there. If I change the Altrincham to Bury. No. The Piccadilly to Bury. So that the waypoint is there. Would that work? I believe a Bury was 10-minute turnaround as well, wasn't it, on this line? Altrincham to Bury. Bury 10 minutes, yeah. So Piccadilly to Bury should be every 10 minutes. That means we've got to put single trains on this one. Okay, a manual interval of 112. I have now just made myself aware of the fact that I put it in manual interval instead of, you know, anything else. Yeah, right, that should work, right? Should, right? An example time that it should be leaving Victoria is 3:09:30. I don't know how they do the double unit stuff, I don't know. Anyway, 09:30 at Victoria is what I am aiming for. So 3 minutes later, there it currently is. So 6:03. So in theory, this is going to be sketchy. I'm calling it now, it's going to be sketchy. I really ought to check. have these not come up on here? I do not know. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, 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 this should work. With our little single trams. What happened to 5? That's my question. I don't care about the order, I just want to know what happened to 5. Right, you ready to see something sketchy? Like, sketchy beyond belief. I'm just gonna put this out there, this is not something that would occur in real life. Damn it. Bear with. It transpires that the stop location in particular was placed too close to the ahead tram, and subsequently tram decided could not go far enough. Here we go, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this crazy place. Look at this. This is improv. This is improvisation at its finest. Yeah, that's sometimes what happens if there's like A and B platforms, like I built one at Leeds up here, where you've got a whole crossover in the middle of it, so I built it as 2 separate platforms. You've got 11A and 11B now. Don't know if I'm going to use both of them, but we'll see. So look how crowded Manchester looks, and look how much it's very much south west to northeast, really, isn't it? So there will be a west one and another south one. Oh god, I forgot the airport line existed. We've got a train every 1.5 minutes. Every minute and a half between Deansgate and Cornbrook. I don't know how I'm going to manage that. I'm sorry, but right now I'm just proud of my sketchiness at Piccadilly, you know? In Hamburg they don't have A and B, well, it's just one platform. My favourite railway station? Good question. The easy answer would be, I don't know. But I'm not going to say I don't know. Personally, I really like Birmingham Moor Street. Out of stations that I've actually been to, I like Birmingham Moor Street a lot. London Marylebon's really nice for the same reason, but the platforms are just so far away. It's like stupid, like some of the platforms. King's Cross does look cool, but I feel like it's ruined by the new entrance. St Pancras is bloody amazing. Like, that station looks cool. But then I guess you could say the same for Paddington. I reckon let's go with Birmingham Moor Street. And yeah. Right, what time were you at Deansgate at Cornbrook? 36. So if we can get the Eccles trains at Cornbrook for 38, for example, would be good. Eccles to Ashton is going to be a double, and is probably going to be like 12. Oh my god, it's only an hour and 24 minutes. To be fair, it's just a lot of stops really, isn't it? 1 hour 24. I mean, they seem to think it works with 1 hour 24, but the issue is the turnaround time is going to be pathetic. As in, it's going to be about 30 seconds at each. Yeah. How bad does 136 affect the timetables? See, I don't see any jump there from 2.6. That could be good. Alright, now we just have to make sure it's 38 at Cornbrook. Okay, so a minute earlier. .136 does work as a duration. Does, I presume 112 and 224 work as well, although I didn't realise it did. Maybe that's why 12 works so good, is because these numbers work as durations. What is it in the opposite direction at Cornbrook? Because we're really leaving Deansgate at like 38. In both directions. No, leaving Deansgate 3 minutes later than it does. Oh, can you find me a link, please? Or like, show me where I can find it or something. Would 148 work? It would be a lot of hanging around. No, it does not, so I really want 136 to fit. Can't lie. Let's play this and see how it goes. In that direction it works beautifully. Yeah. Oh no, that one's going to Piccadilly. Oh no, why does that work beautifully? That is like beautiful to like the second. You don't know how happy something like that makes me feel when you just get a score like that. Like, yes. In which case, preferably to the second, what time do I need Harbour City? Or like within seconds? Okay, why are there 2 trains there? Because I've put 2 main trains on the route, that's why. 1:30. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Yeah, that should be right. 8. 8 should be right. 5 to do a loop, then 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Right, Harbour City. We start at Media City, yes? Yes. Right, Harbour City. How long roughly are we looking for turnaround here, to be fair? You're looking at about 9 minutes turning around. I'm going to put singles on this one. It's not going to be 2 hours, it's going to be like 1 hour long, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's going to be an hour. 12. Bit period, make it an hour. Manually pick stops. Three minutes there. I'll put the rest of it in there. Oh, come on. Does anyone know the keybind to retrieve previous tabs that I've just closed? Shift or Control. I need to remember that. Do you know how to get my tabs back that I've just closed? I can get my history up. Recently closed. Ah, found it. Bingo. I've done it. He's only gone and done it. He's a genius. You know he's a genius. You know he is. Right, I actually need to like... Wait, no, you guys need to stop moving because I will have a whole thing operating by the time we get to morning. I'll just like sit back and admire the whole thing. 5 minutes between those two. 6 minutes between those two. So... it needs to be a minute longer, so it needs to be 10 minutes there, right? No, it should be 8 minutes. I have a tendency to flip things in my head somehow. Completely unintentionally. 15, 13, 6, 13, 8, 15. That surprisingly is 30 seconds off. So it needs to be 6:59 and 30 seconds. Because, you know, 30 seconds gives us the good luck for it to all work perfectly. You need to add the 30 seconds. we are of course going to need to check that this bit here runs smoothly as well. Do you know, that works pretty well, so I'm just going to leave it at that. There goes to Media City, boom. It's neat. And then the traffic centre, I need to find a gap in this service where I can let it out. So before green is advisable, or let it out in front of pink. And then what we could do for orange is put him in this one so he's not getting held up so much. I don't know how I get away with this as well as I have. Oh yeah, totally. I have a really bad tendency to change the pack's minimum ride time instead of the didn't mean to take two photographs there. Does 48 work? I really hope 48 works. That looks like it works, doesn't it? Yeah. We'll just stick the rest of it on the traffic centre. So what time do I want it to go out? 4:39. So we'll set it to go out at 6:39, and then we can essentially shuffle the rest of it around to make sure that it... You know, that is really bad timing. So if it does like 8 minutes there, then when would it come in? Whoa! Have I aced it? I've just aced the Metrolink. Yeah, 39, I think. Yeah, 39 is exactly what you've said, it's just with the other services on each of those routes. So instead of the green it would be the purple, I think. and instead of the pink it would be the brown. So basically what you've said, just flipped. Do you know what? I'm quite proud of myself. I'm really quite proud of myself right now. And you know what? We've just got it at the perfect time where things are starting to pick up as well for the day. It's a colourful network, isn't it? Should we watch this orange right behind the green? It's because I was doing it like the light blue slots in really perfectly. Like if I shuffled this round like a few seconds, it would slot in just as well. But I can't work out if it needs to be 30 seconds earlier or 30 seconds later. If I speed this up, yeah, it's 30 seconds later it needs to be really. So honestly, just leave it at 6 o'clock. That should sort it out, or like make it closer to being sorted out. Should we do 20 seconds? Put 50 odd seconds on it, it should make itself happy. Yeah, this thing's just gonna roll in now. There we go. Has that made you happier, Crazy Plays? Will it be right in front of the green the other direction then? Did it hold up the green? No, that green's not held up though. It didn't get held up. A bit like the purple's not getting held up by the blue somehow. Do you know what? I'm so proud of myself. Like when the timetabling originally changed, I made a Metrolink save and was going to like do the Metrolink whatever, and I've just done it better than that in 2 hours. Now, admittedly, half of that 2 hours was building and signalling, and I'd already built a lot of it. Yeah. And quite honestly, it's not like a train where you've got whole signal blocks. It's literally just go up, creep up to right by the train, so you can get away with much closer timings. It's popular coming in from Ashton. Although, Bury and what? Oh my god. Got nearly 200 people coming in on some of these trains. Rochdale is good. You know, you already got 100 people by the time it's even at shore. Just watching these trains. Oh! I thought I was done. I've forgotten the airport. I forgot the airport line. God. Oh god. Oh god. Right, where does this thing slot in? This is in front of grey, so I need the other one in front of pink, so it needs to leave about 6:28. And when do I need it coming in? I need it coming in right before pink. No, right before. I need it coming in at the same time it's going out. I can't lie. I'm gonna give it like 10, 11 minutes. Actually, in all fairness, it needs to be behind the grey, but the grey will go round the other way. So if we're given it 11 minutes and like a minute here, that should make it happier. We're going to put double on the airport, of course. What are we looking at, an hour 36? Yeah, but oh god. You want 2 hours, really. 2 hours. We've popped it on 2 hours. 24 minutes at the airport, my god. I don't think it needs 24 minutes at the airport, really. We'll give it 2 minutes at Withenshaw. Right, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I'm going to streaming in a minute once I've tested this and make sure it works. And maybe just admired my creation a bit more, you never know. You go left, don't you? Yes, you do. Okay, we've just about got away with it in front of pink there. But I feel like I've got it the wrong way around in the other direction. Ah, it's because it's every 20 minutes. It's been set to run it every 20 minutes. Or it should be every 12. That's why. Oh, what, to kill the extra time, you mean? Didn't even think of that. I need it to take a minute or two longer. If I take that off, I reduce this down to like 8 minutes. Can I get away with putting this at 1:36. Because it'll give me 4 minutes to the airport. That's enough, realistically. Don't know why orange is getting stuck behind pink all of a sudden. Oh my god, that's busy. Right, so blue works alright in that direction, just about. Barely. Minute or two less. Give it 6 minutes, see how it copes. Oh no, it's set to be in every... It's set for the frequency, so it should run the same frequency and just like path 2 trains to run at the same time. Oh, oh, but you could path this one to go into the spare platform, to go into platform 2. Oh no, I always set it to do the line interval setting because otherwise I know that it won't behave. Oh my god, these trains are busy. These trams are busy already. It's a wowee moment. Rochdale's won't be so busy once there's a train as well. Once there are trains. But still. Makes me a very proud person to be able to say I did this. Well, yeah, everyone does the right thing. If auto works for you, auto works for you. Yeah, I know these trams do have good capacity, don't they? Like, that is one of the things I really do like about these trams, is that they actually have some decent capacity. 40 meters for 240 capacity though ain't too bad. Ain't too bad. What I should do is put police in each of these, and that'll stop some of the trains. But also, I'm very proud of how I've set these blue ones to run, because it will just go into that platform. 50 something or 40? Between 40 and 50, I think. I'm really trying to change these signals ever so slightly so they fit. These are 51. 51 meters. Yeah, because it can handle the demand. As long as the demand doesn't grow too much by the time we have, like, everything running. Like, all the trains in and out of Manchester running. As long as then it's not too bad. You know, I'm not too worried. I'm a little bit worried that this airport line's going to be, like, over the top, like, busy, full, by the time it gets in. But then people will always change at Cornbrook. Wait, is that because you're just including the middle of Manchester? Oh, crazy. Did I mention I was proud of myself for this? Yeah, well, lucky you. My transport system is not reliable at all. Yeah, and buses can be like as late as anything because like traffic is just annoying. Main interchanges, Victoria seems to be a really big interchange. If we look, these trains aren't going out full, which is good, but that is a single, so you know. Okay, that tram's gone out full already. It's because they all want to go to Rochdale town centre, and the brown line doesn't go to Rochdale. I wish there was some way to prioritise. I wish it would actually prioritise the stuff that they can't get a different tram instead. Oh, well, they're all off to Bury. Seriously, so many people to Rochdale town centre. What is the capacity of Rochdale? 71,000. That's no more than Rochdale railway station is. It's fine, the trains will help with it anyway. Once we get some Transpennine or whatever stops up there. You got some that terminate at Rochdale as well, haven't you? That go round to Clitheroe, I think, up there. Well, yeah, if you can design a tram system like that, that's fine, but somewhere like London can't design a tram system like that because all the roads are already like built. It's a really old city. Where's everyone wanting to go? They all want the brown line or the blue line. Brown line's there. No, it's orange coming next. Orange and green coming. Can't go to Eccles yet. There you go. You can head down to Altrincham. I don't know why it's called Altrincham Interchange at the moment. Bingo! I am happy with that. I'm really happy with how that's worked out. I've also got my little Diddy Bradford to Huddersfield service that just poodles back and forth, nothing connects to it. And then we've got some fish bowls up the top here that are running up to Skipton, to Leeds, to Ilkley, between them all. I've not done Bradford to Leeds yet, but other than that I've done everything else. Well, yeah, exactly as well. London's a Roman city. Romans did believe in wide roads. To be fair, they didn't know that we were going to come along and invent trams. So, can we really blame them? 32 people going to Leeds or Kirkstall Forge, and 100 people going to Ilkley. Nice. That is pretty good. 164 going out that way. 178 going into Leeds there. I doubt any of them are changing though, so they're all just terminating at Leeds. Okay, there are 51 people wanting to go to Kirkstall Forge, which I can understand. But I am afraid to say that they are going to probably miss that train. Actually, no, they won't miss the train at all. Yeah, the stream, we are going to end the stream now. Crazy Plays has left us. I have to go to bed at some point soon because I've got a wake up call in the morning, probably to do more of this. There might be another one of these streams Tuesday night if I'm bored. I would say we'll tackle another transport system in another city, but the only other one's London, and I don't fancy trying to do that in one stream. I don't know. Maybe we could try and like set up loads of services. Like if I plan ahead and I just do loads of building until Tuesday, we can set up loads of services again, and do technical stuff. But we will find that out. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next stream. Goodbye.